Good morning, Snippets. So we're still here at the Brooks retreat. Actually, I don't even. What is this camp called? Do you know? I don't.
Glen Lake, Glen Rose, or something.
I can't remember if it's Glen Lake or Glen Rose. I can't remember. But we're still here. We're headed on our way to breakfast right now. Then after breakfast, we're having like a thing. Very descriptive. And then afterwards, I'm not sure what we're doing. And then we're going back. And then we have the game against Northwestern. Is that who we're playing today? Northwestern. I don't know. I wasn't going to go, but I have a ticket, and if you don't go, you get penalized. So I guess I'm going today, so that'll be fun. That's the plan for the day. I'm very tired. We're about to go eat breakfast. I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, I haven't had Trix yogurt in so long. I'm so excited. I don't eat yogurt, so the fact that they have this available, and it's not focusing though. I want to show you. It's wait, what's that? Strawberry banana mash flavor, and it's not going to focus. Maybe? No. Okay, anyway, also got sausage and eggs. And orange juice. I was going to get milk, but I decided to be good, at least in that area, and not get milk too. Okay, Kyle's leaving.
Aw, Kyle's leaving, Kyle leaving.
I thought that was
just like the old days.
Because I love them all equally, even as I love all mankind, regardless of station or creed, race or religion. I stand on the border of mortal life, but I face eternal life. I look backward to the years of the past to see all pettiness, all triviality shrink into nothing and disappear. Adverse criticism has no meaning now. Only the worthwhile things, the constructive things, the things that have built for the good of mankind and the glory of God count now. There is beauty, there is joy, and there is laughter in life, as there ought to be. But remember, all of you, not to regard lightly, nor to ridicule the sacred things, those worthwhile things. Hold them dear, cherish them. They alone will sustain you in the end. And remember too, that only through work and ofttimes through hardships may they be attained. But the compensation of blessing and sweetness at the last will glorify every hour of work and every heartache from hardship. Looking back now as I do, I see things with a better perspective than ever before and in truer proportions. More clearly do I recognize that God is love. More clearly do I understand the universal fatherhood of God. More clearly do I know the brotherhood of man. Truths do not change. The truths of life which I learned as a student at Baylor have not varied, nor will they vary. I know now that life has been a summary of that which was taught me first as a student here. As my teachers have lived through me, so I must live through you.
Is that not all?
Okay, so we're back from the retreat. It was really fun, really tiring. I'm exhausted, but we're back now. I tried to vlog as much as I could, but I was also trying to like be present in the moment, so I didn't vlog necessarily everything, but I got pretty much everything that happened. While I was at retreat, though, and like even kind of now, like I've just been kind of like very like perplexed in thought about a lot of things. Like, you know how I've been telling you how like Grant's been having a really hard time ever since move-in, and not to go into like all the details of Grant's life, but he's just been like having a really hard time with his friendships and relationships with people and etc. Like basically it's all the stuff that I went through this time last year, like almost exactly a year ago, like today even. And so last night I was just frustrated because like I felt like there was nothing I could do, and I was just like, I just was feeling really frustrated. And not necessarily with him, but with myself, that I couldn't do anything for him. I was letting myself get upset about it, which was kind of stupid, so I tried to break out of that. So I went to bed really early because I was emotionally perplexed and distressed and exhausted, and I was also just really tired because normally weekends are when I sleep. So I fell asleep at like 11 o'clock last night, and just now, like, we got back around like 3. After we got back, I asked Grant to come in my room just like for like a second so that I could like say things, and I just tried to let him know that like I've been through kind of like all the things that he's going through right now, and like I'm gonna be here for him, and that he can overcome this, but he has to like want it for himself for that to happen, because like that's the biggest thing I realized is like I had to want it for myself, and I had to believe for myself that I could be happy again before I could be happy. And like once I stepped back and I realized just how many great things I had in my life, great people that care about me, all the blessings that I have, it has changed my whole perspective on things so like immensely, and that's how I've gotten to be where I am now. I guess the way this is kind of affecting me is like I'm glad that I could be there for him and tell them those things. Our conversation ended up being, I intended it for to be like 5 minutes, and it ended up being like an hour and a half. But the whole time I could just tell that he was feeling very unattached to my words. Like I know he believed everything I was saying, at least I think so, but the whole time I could just tell that he didn't want those words to be coming from me. He wanted them to be coming from Zeb. The thing is, like, Zeb has told him those things, but Grant doesn't feel like he can trust him necessarily anymore. So I know that Grant just wants to be in a place where he can feel like he can trust those words from Zeb again, because that's just the role that he plays in his life, and I'm starting to realize that and be okay with that, because like for a lot of times I feel so focused on like I have to be like Grant's best friend because he's my best friend, etc. Because he is my best friend, but that doesn't mean that I have to be like his. Like, and this is why I hate labels and stuff, because labels make things messy. I could still hold a special place in his life without having to be like the number one in his life ever, and I don't think that he needs to be the number one in my life either. And I've tried to stay away from that mindset ever since I started doing that last year. But sometimes I still try to fall back into that. But anyways, so we had a really long talk. We just sat down there on the floor like an hour and a half talking, and now I am about to get ready to go to the game. I wasn't gonna go to the game because I'm poop tired, but I got a ticket for the game, and if you get a ticket for the game and then don't go, you get penalized. And I don't exactly remember what the penalty is, but it's something like, I think you have to either like wait a day to get a ticket for the next game, or you can't go to the next like 1 or 2 or something that I don't want to happen to me. So I'm gonna at least go for a little bit. Like I'm gonna go and tailgate for a while, and then at least go for like the first quarter, and then probably come back, because I also realized that it just started raining like 10 minutes ago, which makes this whole thing that much better. I'm going with Grant and maybe others, I'm not sure who else is going, but we're gonna be leaving in about 10 minutes-ish, so I need to get ready to go. Okay, so we had to delay going to the game because it started raining super hard, like I was telling you, and there was like thunder warnings. Like the alert even came on like in Brooks and was like, we alert you to take shelter. But I don't think that it's raining anymore. It looks like the rain's kind of stopped, so I think we're gonna go to Penland and get food, and I guess we'll just be a little late to the game. But I haven't eaten all day and I'm hungry, so I think we're gonna go to Penland and then try and go to the game, because we have to go at some point, because otherwise our tickets will be not used, and then we'll get penalized for it, for getting tickets and then not using them. So we have to go at some point, but I think right now we're going to Penland. I just had dinner and now we're about to go to the game, but it's raining. I don't want to, but we have to. Man, so I have my umbrella, and Grant's phone said that it's like thunderstorming really badly. I'm scared. Man, I don't want to go. Okay, so the rain stopped. It's kind of humid. We're walking to the game. The score is currently like 14-0. We threw our umbrellas in a bush because we can't have umbrellas in the stadium. So we threw them in a bush in North Village, and we'll go back for them later if we remember. I want to find my brick though. Almost to the game. We can hear them cheering from like all the way back from campus, so must be good. We made it in, and we finally found a seat, and we're winning. This is great. We're inside, so if it rains, we're good. Okay, so I just spent like the past like forever trying to find my brick down this long pathway of bricks. I made it like all the way down to the end.
I'm gonna kiss it.
But I found it. Okay, go ahead. Wait, go for it. It says, Baylor is home, sick 'em now and forever. CJHN. I'm so excited. I just saw this on like a little email and now it's like a real thing. I'm so excited about this, guys. Yay! Let's see if somebody stole my umbrella. I threw it in a bush and I don't remember where. Can I find it? Oh, wait. Ha! Found it. So we left the game after the first quarter because I'm really tired and I have stuff to do. So we're headed back to Brooks now. But we also found my brick. So that was good. I don't know where we're going right now. Okay, so we're back from the game. I just uploaded an ALAMAD, actually. And now I'm about to start laundry because I have a lot of laundry that I need to do. So I'm about to try and start that if the washers are open. And then I'm going to watch the episode of High School Love On that I got behind on. And then I need to try and go to bed kind of early because we're going to the 8:30 service at church again tomorrow. Meaning we're leaving at 8. Meaning that I need to be up by like a little after 7 at the latest. I have to try and at least get some sleep since I don't sleep during the weeks. Weekends are kind of my sleep time. It's already 9:30, so I don't know when I'm going to go to bed, but ugh. Okay, so I found out that there was not a new episode of High School Love On this week, and they said they're not going to make a new one until next week. So I'm watching, actually, episode 5 of Boyfriend's Hello Baby, because I haven't been able to watch this in, like, forever. So I'm finally catching up a little bit. My laundry just finished, so I have to fold all that still, so I'm going to fold laundry. Watch the rest of this episode. Then I also remembered that I forgot to, like, I say that a lot. I remember that I forgot to put my towels in the wash, but I didn't realize that until after I had already done my laundry, so now my towels are washing. I had to make a separate load just for my towels. I was like, dang it. So that's currently being done. And then after all that's finished, I think I'm gonna be going to bed pretty soon. Alright everybody, well, I finished putting my laundry away, and I finished that episode of Hello Baby. Finished episode 5, and now I have 6 through 9 left. So I'm reaching like the second half of the show. It's really sad because I don't want it to be over. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for at least another minute. Good night.
I'm gonna die, but okay.
What's the size of your cube?
Bye.
Which is a lie.